Good day, dear readers, viewers, watchers, and listeners. I pray all is well out there. We're going to continue and resume play at this time in a book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Let us continue. Let us resume play. Let us begin. Sindrian. Dear sires, said the leader of the assembly, you have already heard that we have two prophets. As members of the Supreme Assembly, we cannot allow them to corrupt our system. All measures must be taken to stop these so-called teachers from spreading satanic ideas and blasphemy. Most importantly, people that are following them and adapt to their teaching, we must stop them too. If they consider themselves messengers of God, then they are mentally ill. Before it's not too late, we have to work out measures for how we're going to be dealing with them. Otherwise, our citizens will be completely demoralized, misled into the abyss of sin, without even realizing what is going on. Moreover, not only will they believe they are, or not only do they believe they are messengers of God, but they declare themselves God. It's a joke, declaring yourselves gods. The serious issue is that we, the respected people of Jerusalem, are losing our reputation in front of these teachers. I believe they should be sentenced to death and executed as soon as possible at the benefit of our citizens and us. Now, how to implement this? That's the thing, asked one assembly member. We should plan it. I think Herod and Pontius Pilate won't have any objections. Our land has seen many prophets. They came and they went, their prophecies forgotten. Shame on them to proclaim themselves as holy, decent men. Now, I've spoken. Please share your suggestions. We need all practical opinions. All the members of the Sindrian reported and supported the chairman. Some were still opposed, actually, in their hearts, but they were afraid to speak against the majority. The discussions lasted for several hours, but the Sindrian members could not reach a common agreement, probably because in the hearts of some there was a conflict. So they postponed what this common agreement could possibly be until the next meeting. The chairman was furious that a decision couldn't be made then and there that day. He believed such an outcome was ruining his reputation as a person and chairman meeting head. So he decided to bring the matter to Herod. They've met before, but the chairman was not satisfied and left with nothing. Does Herod support these prophets? If so, why? Is he afraid of them or something? I need to find out what stops him. This is what Herod thought. He wants to sort out these prophets. He must be feeling they are maybe perhaps better than him. He'll do anything to remove them. I don't want to be involved, though. That time, Herod was not aware, at that time at least, of what his wife's plans were. Dark forces contracted the light. They gained power and gained strength against the holy and sacred. The world could not imagine what true Antichrist could do. Even at that time, it was hard to estimate what kind of people they were. A new era was born, and only God knew what, that with suffering and pain, it was born now for eternity. But the light forces, those light forces endured. The endless path stretched through ignorance and weak spirit. Two messengers of God had to meet. They moved towards each other with confidence. They knew who was leading them and why. They heard their leader and were glad to be elected. Jerusalem. Uzziah, get up. We have to go. Barbius, maybe you can go alone. No. We're going together. You wanted to come with me. I'm afraid. So what? They walked the streets of Jerusalem at night. It seemed to Hosea that they are alone in the city. He panicked. Barbius noticed this. Hosea, what's wrong with you? Are you afraid of yourself? Yes, Barbius. Yes, I am. I'm scared. Grow up. You're a big boy and you should live on your own. Not at my expense. If you fancy starving, then go back. I'll handle this business alone. No, Barbius, I'm coming with you. They approached one of the houses. God, Barbius, do you know who lives here? Keep quiet. I know who lives here. Hosea, you stand here and wait for me. I'm going inside. Barbius knocked. Who is it? Sir, please open. This is a servant from Pontius Pilate. What does he want from me at such a late hour? Sir, please let me in and I'll tell you. The door opened. Barbius broke in. From what Hosea saw, he sat down. His legs went to rubber and he started shivering. He could only make out a few phrases from what was coming and what he heard from the house. Barbius sounded like he was demanding the vault from the landlord to be open. Hosea thought to himself, oh my gosh, do it fast and get out of there, Barbius. But before he finished, Barbius was able to leave out of the house. That's it. We're off. I've collected my debt. Take it, Hosea. Take this money. No, I don't need it. I'm leaving Jerusalem. Barbius, take me with you. No, Hosea. I need you here. Or, rather, not you, but your house. It is my refuge, and you will look after it. I can come back any day, or better, I can come back in the evening, said Barbius, and vanished in the dark. Uzziah felt sad, worried, and upset. He returned home. Why this priest owed Barbius money? They were not even friends. Anyway, why should I care? I'm on top of the world, and that's all that matters. Keeping such thoughts in mind, Uzziah fell asleep. He saw a dream where he was dressed in an expensive chiton, riding his own horse, successful and well off. Never had he felt so happy and free. In the morning, swallowed up by the reality, he looked around and he thought, well, at least in a dream, I got to ride a horse. Rome. Julius, forgive me. I kept quiet, but now I'll say. Tiberius is waiting for you. What? What are you talking about, Tiberius? Yes, you heard me. Julius, he is waiting for you. I'm sure you'll be fine. I told him everything, and tomorrow we'll go together to see him. Tiberius, but this is so wrong. I'd better be stabbed again. Julius, listen. We are already like brothers. Okay, Tiberius, I agree, but what does that have to do with anything? What is it all about? You'll find out when you talk with Tiberius. Let it be then. I'm sure much time will pass and there will be few real followers. I found my true self, but in the future, money will rule the justice, and many innocent people will die because of this travesty and injustice. Remember, I told you that when I sleep, I often see parents in my dreams. They talk to you, me, and what they say always comes true. Yes. In my last dream, I saw them again. They told me that time would come when people would be placed on special pastures where they'll be buried with fire and black smoke will spread above the ground. Tiberius, what does this mean? I don't know, but I'm sure vice is still stronger than justice. Julius, I am terrified by seeing death. We all come here with a special mission. Tiberius, I'm a former soldier, and I don't know what to say. I've killed people. I kill people. I thought it was for a good reason when I was doing it. Forgive me. I will change. But remember, after our last incident, I will kill anyone who will raise a hand against a good person. Julius, I believe that killing for rescue is one thing, but taking a stand for anyone to become a better person, that matters. Tiberius, I'm far from it. Why you don't understand? I believe a person is born with a certain aim to love and to give life to future generations. But in our time, it works reversely. People want power, money, and profit rules the world. We are the gladiators in this theater. The value of life is nothing, but if they think for a moment, they'll realize everyone wants to live. Everyone has expectations, aspirations to go beyond what's been already known. I understand that there are bad people who will do anything for money. Devarius, it's not completely so. My family did not die because of power or money. Yes, Julius, that's true. We don't have much time. let's go to Tiberias. Get dressed. I'm sure new opportunities are ahead for you. I will always be near. It was a sunny and warm day. They were approaching the palace of Tiberias. In their minds, they carried different thoughts. Tiberius was happy and quiet. Julius worried in anticipation of something new. Eventually, they reached Tiberius's palace. Okay, Julius, let's go inside. Tiberius, give me a minute. I need to settle down. Don't worry. You are not alone, remember. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. They entered the palace and were met by servants. Gentlemen, come in. Mr. Tiberius is waiting for you both. They walked to the chamber of Tiberius. Tiberius immediately approached Julius. Centurion, I've heard a lot about you. Tiberius told me. Now, you're safe. Rakiv is already in prison. Starting from today, you will live in your own house, but on one condition, that you become a centurion again. I'll personally attend to this matter. Secondly, you should thank Tiberius for his talent in convincing. I believed him. Julius looked at Tiberius. His eyes were filled with tears. Thank you, brother, he thought. Centurion, are you crying? Yes, sir, but these are tears of joy. Great, then you'll start your duty tomorrow. You may go now. Before they took a few steps, they heard Tiberius. By the way, tomorrow Rakiv will be eaten alive by a beast. Sir, said Julius, please forgive him. Better punish those who wanted to kill Tiberius. Well, we'll be on your way. Oh, these people are smart, thought Tiberius. Julius, tell me honestly, are you satisfied? Tiberius, let me hug you. May God make sure that in all times people, especially followers like you, live among us. That's all. Go home. Julius, please, can we go to your place? Tiberius, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Listen, you shouldn't hesitate coming back home. This still is the place of your family. Entering his empty house, Julius wept. Tiberius also could not hold his tears. Lord, I helped this man, although at first I hesitated. Now, everything is over. I want to believe that Julius will be happy again. Julius, I'll have to go. I'll miss you. Tiberius, please don't leave now. Stay with me today. I can't bear to be here alone. Okay, Julius, I'll stay. Tiberius, I think there should be some wine in my cellar. Excellent. Let's go to it and choose something to drink. This time, I will drink to a special occasion, to your building a family again. You are young, so when you do, remember me. Tiberius, I will never forget you, even when I pass away to another world. Julius, let's call it the beginning of a new life. Use your strength, but act as a real warrior, not murderer. help people, protect them. I will follow this course for the rest of my life. Tomorrow, I will send several warriors from my legion to protect you. Thank you. I won't object. So, let's leave this basement and go back to the house. Why, to stay here, it's like rats in the dark. Devarius, let's go to the place where we met. Julius, this is a great idea. Come, take the wine and let's sit together on the Tiber banks. Devarius, after all I've been through, nothing will break me down. I can walk the streets of Rome with my head held high. I have nothing to fear. They were approaching the Tiber river banks. Julius, do you remember the place where we've met? Yes, I will never forget this place, especially now when you're sitting on the spot like my children and wife. Here, let's sit down and watch the tide. Every new wave fills me with life, reflecting the precious moments. The wave goes ashore, and with it washes away the coastal sandbank to the floor, where it then stays forever. Stop, Julius. Let me dwell on this for a moment. We, people, are the sand. Waves are the power of the river. The river is the Lord, and the Lord, the God of the waves, and he takes everything in his world. Where sand from the river bank begins new life. You got it right. It also reminds me of the sky, full of stars. Devarius looked at Julius. Not only are you a warrior, but also a philosopher. Julius, why are we sitting like this? Let's have some wine. They drank a little. Julius, you are older and wiser than me. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? It's not a secret. The Bond gladiators taught me. They taught me, but they could not finish their job because many of the good teachers had to die. Devarius emitted a thought. It could be when I was small, I saw a battle of gladiators, but I don't remember you among them. Devarius, what are you talking about? Are you in the fight of the gladiators? I told you, I come from what was called Deaf Legion. Means we went on a fight only for pleasure. Could have been thrown to beasts. This was horrible, along with the other show, where two gladiators had to fight to the death against each other. Julius, I saw it. I don't want to recall. I feel I'll get to see many other deaths on my path, you know? Julius, something inside of me is disturbed, even when I sleep. There's a dream where I see a dog and that tells me that I'm her friend. I see something else too. Devarius, this is just a dream. Look around and love this world. It is real. Julius, I told you, I'm sorry, but try to see what I mean. I believe and disbelieve in this other world. Devarius, we should believe in everything. Then let's watch this tide. I love it. I could watch it forever. Okay, maybe these waves will show something we can be sure of. Not death, but things that are worth living. palace of Herod. Salome. Yes, Mom? Do me one favor. Sure, something needs mending. No. Do you remember that man from Nazareth who came to Antipas? Yes, Mom, I do. That poor man, the beggar. My daughter, remember, compared to him, we are all poor, spiritually. No, it seems he is gaining more public attention than our family does. We need to fix it. Oh, Mom, what can I do? Let's have some talk, a little small talk in that bedroom, but we have to make sure that Antipas doesn't know anything about it. Mom, I'm not sure, but okay. In another room, Antipas talked with people from Rome's administration. Constantine and Alexander were not so much interested in the life of the empire like the prophets. Each of them had questions to Herod. Constantine was first to ask, Sir, in Rome, we've heard about your prophets. Are they really in your kingdom? You don't have to reply now, but we are interested to know. It may potentially affect our service. Looking down, Antipas replied, Yes, there are prophets here. I've met one of them. Sir, do you think he's a real prophet? Antipas gave a thought for a while and then said, He is very smart, and I think that he is a bit out of this world. Alexander laughed. Sir, do you think we I don't know. Do you think we are? You think we are? I don't know. What do you think? Alexander, calm down. Let's not argue. There's also some use of these prophets. They carry new thoughts to society, moving it forward. I believe no prophet will ever become more popular than money and power. Even if he is smart with empty pockets, he can't do anything. Sir, do not talk nonsense. Take you these birds and these clouds. Do they bring any profit? No, they're free. Yet, someone created this plethora. Someone is taking care, just like our parents who took care and looked after us. Constantine, have you ever admitted a thought of becoming one of them? No. As a member of the Senate, I can't. These prophets, although I hardly admit that, represent another Senate, which, although I find it hard to admit, is God's establishment. Look at the king sitting in front of us. He is a real king, and you speak of beggars who manifest their poverty like the royal virtue. Where is the truth? Alexander, tell me, where did your parents come from? I mean, how did they come to this world? Same way you did. You don't get it. See, there must have been a starting point, the beginning. From that time, someone should be maintaining the order, and for this, someone sends prophets to the earth. Similarly, our authorities sent us here. Constantine, there should be some reason behind it. The reason was originally placed in our minds. Herod was silent. He thought, Maybe these people were specially sent from Rome to overtake me. They can't reach an agreement, and it means they follow their own personal interest. Herodias and Salome entered into the room. Antipas, the table is ready for a feast. Gentlemen, let's go. Otherwise, we'll starve to death because of these prophets, and they won't be around to help. Constantine and Alexander agreed, but asked Antipas to talk about it at the table. Dear guests, a good meal is above anything else. Rich, exquisite table offered all sorts of delicious treats. They continued their profane talk. Herodias and Shalom joined the discussion. So much dirt was spilled on the holy messengers that God himself would be ashamed. These people thought they are higher than God. They forgot that God gave them the reason that they had to be valued with all human heart, not money or power. John was walking alone. His disciples and crowds of people were following him. They knew who they were following. People brought other people, and it seemed that all of them could feel this revival after so many centuries of spiritual lethargy in the coarsened and numbed world. John was intelligent. He was strict and continuously appealed to God. He taught, in life, only peace brings you joy, whereas hatred brings death. This is the end for you and your neighbor. Light absorbs darkness and creates new light, bringing love. None of you can shine brighter than the sun and dispel the darkness. Only the Almighty can. Remember, his kingdom opens only for pure souls. I am the son of Zechariah, and I say everything exists in this space. I was in this kingdom, and I came here from there. I had to take this body because I originate from the spiritual world. That is why my mother gave birth to me. People from different places did not take to John equally, but something special attracted them all. And what that was, it was the truth. Dear readers, we will pause and stop there. We will resume play yet another day, another time, in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Until next time, dear readers, be well. Take care of yourselves, and please, if you can, take care of one another. Thank you. God bless.